Manga Shake here with another Nerf Rival review. Where's the Busby stuff? But I just got done filming my Nerf Rival takedown video, and that was basically almost all entirely positive. Well, now we're doing the Roundhouse. And at least there's the name. I mean, it makes me think of an image of Peter Griffin in the episode of Family Guy where he says Roadhouse all the time. I'm tempted to say Roundhouse nonstop with this thing. Because, hey, at least it looks neat. And I can say Roundhouse. Okay, I'll stop, but we're basically going to end the positives right about there. I know, this is supposed to be a review. Well, if you want to save some time, please don't. Please stick around and listen. It helps me out in the channel here. But there's two things that are positive about this blaster. Now, I do only have the one test example here, so my personal experience with this may not mirror everything. And I'm going to hope that that's the case for Nerf's sake, even though I am 100% more of a Busby, X-Shot, and Dart Zone guy. Yeah, I pretty much like everything else more than Nerf, but I love the takedown. That thing is great. I love the knockout. I love the Chronos. Those are rival round firing blasters that Nerf has done and done very well. However, this is not one of them. Let's just get that out of the way right now. The Roundhouse, the only thing that it has really going for it outside of being able to say Roundhouse, the only thing going for it is the initial capacity of 15 rounds. It's a $25 blaster, so it's already priced a little higher than the takedown. It is a top prime versus a pump action, and yeah, I'm going to have a hard time not comparing it to the takedown, because I bought these both at the same time about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, and I've been using them in conjunction. So, yeah, they've been getting tested back to back, and I'm going to compare them back to back. Because coming down to the end, you'll see why. But it has a top prime spring-powered mechanism that is basically a scaled down Artemis setup, in that it has this weird integrated that is a pentagonal design, 5 3-round magazines. Yeah, figure out that they put three 3-round magazines all around the whole front of this thing, and had a latch mechanism, reach down to grab one, where you load in each one of these magazines into a very tight port. Now, I'm going to emphasize that. The port itself on each of these magazines is slightly smaller than the round itself. So you are actually going to have to stuff them in. And it becomes quite the pain when you've got 2 in and you're trying to get the 3rd in. And it's like, without seeming like I'm nitpicking, because I'm not, this is what the blaster brings to the table, is the fact that it has 15 round capacity in a pistol format. Yeah, it's a big pistol. I mean, look at it compared to my head. This thing is chunky. And while I like the look, I mean, the whole grip here is very nice. While I like that, I find that this thing falls short in a lot of areas. And we're going to hit one right away. I can't recommend this over the takedown just based on capacity alone. Because that's most people who are going to look into the Nerf Rival section at the local store or online, they're going to say, this one's $25. That's $20. Why should I spend the extra $5 just because it holds 7 more rounds? Well, I'm going to say you shouldn't. The 7 extra rounds of capacity is a net loss in the end. It is you would say, a gross gain up front, but it's a net loss. The priming is rough and ratchety, as you can hear, because it's having to move a lot of things. And then as you go to try to load this thing, I'm emptying one of the magazines, because it draws, I'm going to empty one, because it draws from here first, and then here, and then all the way around. But to load this, we're going to grab the 3 rounds here, you slide this forward. I'm going to come in close. Slide this forward. You put one in. And again, remember, this port is smaller than the ball. It will not drop down in. Now you have two loaded. Okay, they have this tendency to roll right in the way of loading. So now you got to make sure they're out of the way. And then shove the third one in. It's not a huge deal. I mean, you can do it. Just shove the thing in there. But generally you have to kind of push the other two out of the way and then shove the third in. Not a big deal. Especially if you keep on top of it nonstop. It becomes a big deal when you've emptied out, say, 3, 4, or all 5 of the internal magazines. And then you're in there loading. That becomes a chore. And that's how I felt. I felt like when I had to fully reload this thing, it was a chore. It was not simple. It was not straightforward. It was not easy. It was not user-friendly. It felt like a chore. And I did have a couple of jams. I did have a couple of hang-ups in the system with this thing. And it's a little bit of a pain, the thing overall. Now, are there going to be people who like this blaster? Of course. Every blaster will end up having fans out there. I am not one of them. Because on top of the overly annoying loading procedure and the ratchety, clankety priming mechanism, which I had a couple other people try it, and they noticed the exact same thing. Because you're having to manually engage a lot of moving parts, you feel that in the system. And again, same people tried out both blasters. The takedown is smooth. You pull back, you push forward. Rounds chambered, springs primed and ready, and fire. It's a smooth process. This feels kind of janky. And then when people find out, it's like, wait, this is the more expensive of the two? It's like, yeah, it kind of looks more expensive, but it functions very roughly. And then, on top of all of that, let's get to the performance. I don't know if I have a lemon. I might. I'm just going to put that out there. This thing is not hitting anywhere near the typical rival performance. I'm actually only averaging around 75 feet per second. And that could be a lemon. I'm going to just put that out there. I don't find myself enjoying using this overall. And then on top of that, you got 75 feet per second. And if you don't believe me, I'm going to bring you over here so you can see for yourself. Okay, there you got to see a number of test shots yourself. And this thing is only firing in the 70s for the most part. Some going down, and yes, I did hit the chronograph a couple times, it happens. But for the most part, you got to see enough shots fired through the chronograph to get a consistent feel for it yourself. It fires in the middle 70s, some hitting up to 80, and some dropping down below 70. And before anybody says anything, those are all brand new Nerf genuine rival rounds. So Nerf says only use their ammo. Well, that's what I'm using for testing, because that's how I test blasters. Brand new ammo, or lightly used, of the same brand. Well, using genuine Nerf rival rounds, this thing doesn't really hit what it advertises. It's supposed to be firing at 90 feet per second. It doesn't. I've never had a shot on the chronograph fire above and beyond that. The takedown, on the other hand, fires in the middle 90s all day long. This thing doesn't. And I don't know. When I got this, this is one of the first ones that had arrived into the Walmart in my area. I grabbed it because I've been going in there a couple times per week trying to find it. And I'll admit, I was a little excited for a unique blaster. I like unique stuff. And I couldn't be more disappointed in the end. This blaster, it just doesn't live up to anything that I expected. It's an underperforming, overcomplicated, and, you know, $25 isn't a ultra expensive blaster, but compared to the Takedown, it's $5 more. So, I'm not even going to compare it to its own competition. I'm going to compare it to its own brethren in the Nerf Rival lineup. And the Takedown outside of the initial capacity. Again, this is where I'm going to get to it. I called it a gross gain, a net loss. Meaning that when you start your battle, you have 15 rounds loaded. You do have a 7-shot initial advantage over somebody using a takedown. However, unless you are the far superior player, I think that the takedown user is going to get more opportunities to land a hit on you. Because you have 15 rounds. If you are the type of player who doesn't keep track of your ammo usage and doesn't top off regularly, which I do top off routinely. That's a lot of times why I like cylinder-fed and hopper-fed blasters, where especially if I'm indoors, you can scavenge rounds and keep loading and never ever run out. If you do that, okay, good. That's a good way to play, especially in an arena with rounds everywhere. But if you're the kind who says, "Oh no, you've loaded," and it's like, "Oh no, I'm out of ammo. I need to reload." This is absolutely not the blaster for you. Because you're going to get stuck with a hassle-laden loading process. Where you're going to flip this forward and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That is really, I'm imagining the rounds. But that is, with practice even, that's basically what it boils down to. Whereas a takedown is like, you pump it back, and you're like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you can hold them in your palm and just keep punching them in. And you can even hold 2 at a time or 3 at a time in your fingers and literally line them up and shove in that top loading port on the takedown. And if somebody comes around the corner while you're in the middle of loading, it's just throw one in, pump it forward, boom, got him. That's nice. This, you've got this pulled back. Let's say you're down here on the bottom loading. Keep in mind, blaster's upside down right now. Loading. Oh, there's somebody right there. You can do that if you're real quick. Otherwise, it's not a pants down moment, but it's close to it. So, I don't find this to be something I'm going to recommend. I'm going to actually recommend you stay away from this blaster. Unless you just really, really want to try it. Because I'm going to already tell you, underperforms performance-wise. It's a hassle to load, and it offers basically nothing over that takedown. Because the takedown, I'm not even going to mention other brands. Because, oh good grief, the titanium would eat this thing alive. That's a hopper fed. And with Dart Zone selling on their website, bigger hoppers, okay, I will compare it to other brands. Go get an Adventure Force Titanium for $15 at your local Walmart. Go, if you want to, order the bigger hopper off of Dart Zone's website, throw that thing on there, and just dump rival rounds up in the top. Use the shotgun pump style, and boom. Literally $15. It comes with an 8-round hopper, and then you can put, if you go to Dollar General, though, you can find them with the actual Dart Zone label on them that have 20-round hoppers for $20. That's still cheaper than this thing. Or, heck, Takedown. Get any of those for $5 or $10 less than this thing. You'll have a better time, or heck, even go get a Chronos. I don't see a purpose to this thing. I really, really don't. So I go from one Nerf Rival review that was positive all around. I really don't have a complaint with the takedown in any way, shape, or form. Whereas I don't really have a whole lot to say about the Roundhouse, other than put on your best Peter Griffin impersonation and say, Roundhouse. That's all I got. It's a subpar performing, especially if mine's not a lemon. If anybody else out there is getting under 80 feet per second out of a rival blaster that is supposed to be a primary worthy level blaster, if anybody else is getting that performance out of this thing with the loading hassle, this thing is basically not worth buying. And that's my honest opinion of the Nerf Rival Roundhouse. It's not worth picking up. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you didn't hate the fact that this is basically an all-around negative review other than, say, Roundhouse. Come on, say it with me. But this is Mojo Jake. I do hope you enjoyed the review, and thank you for watching.